Welcome to the first ever Warden's debate for the MRC Pontiac.
I don't have all the solutions. I have a lot of vision, and I'm willing to work for it.
My view is one of unification, one of the future, one that says that basically we have to work together.
I believe that the community can be better served by its regional government. I believe that we can bring together more employment opportunities here.
My priority is to revitalize the entire Pontiac region and lead it to prosperity once again.
Why is it working? Why is it not working? The people have the right to know where the money goes.
MRC Pontiac is one of the very poorest in Quebec. What opportunities do you see, and what measures would you take to attract more employment opportunities to the Pontiac?
We forget too often to look at our advantages, our potential. Since 2009, and especially since 2014, we broke the status quo mentality.
We have to work in partnership with our already existing and supporting them businesses.
I think, first of all, we need to support our workforce that are currently part of our economic engine and are supporting our local businesses that are actually traveling to employment centers that are outside of our MRC.
We need to be open to every possible opportunity, go back and even contact some of those large companies that wanted to locate here.
We have to help to get the farm back to the families.
When it comes to the near-surface disposal site at the Chalk River Nuclear Plant, what concerns you the most about the project, if anything?
But in order for us to take an enlightened decision, we need to get all the information that's required to make sure that we have all angles covered and well appreciated.
And I would really love to see an independent body come in and be able to look and see and challenge some of the findings. We are all at a great disadvantage to not be scientists in the environment.
More pressure should be put on CNL to come up with either an alternative or something that will not have an impact on our river.
We should have an independent evaluation of a nuclear dump in Chalk River, and we should say no to it. It doesn't matter.
For the site, no way. We can't believe and we cannot trust the technology today for 150 years from now.
What are your views on the economic potential of tourism for the Pontiac? What are the opportunities to be seized, and what are the challenges to be overcome?
Work together as a community because of our large geographic distances, and I think we need to find ways to break down those barriers and make us work more together as a unified community.
To say is that we can be the destination for adventure tourism, and we are fortunate to offer all kinds of activity 12 months of the year.
Way to create a lot of jobs. If the big city puts around $80 million every year for tourism, that means it's because it's a lot of jobs.
Well, everybody's talking about our potential, and the potential is there, but the best sale for a region is who? Not the people coming to visit us, is the people living in.
So we have to look within. If you look at the Commission Scolaire des Hauts-Bois, they have a course on tourism industry. Why don't we emphasize on that and work with that with the Commission Scolaire in cooperation with Western and whatnot? Let's build a future with new entrepreneurs.
Now you can clap. Okay, so the next question will be starting with Ms. Toller. With more than 122 council seats throughout the Pontiac, would any of you support amalgamation initiatives if residents expressed an interest in it?
What is important at this point, we need some stability here in the Pontiac. It's not the time to start forcing or suggesting amalgamations.
I was saying amalgamation, the decision belongs to the municipalities. And that is something we must never forget at the MRC. It's important.
The reality is not only cost saving, it's to be more efficient in regards how we operate a local municipality and we work with the local government and the provincial government.
So it's nice for us to talk about amalgamation or whatnot. I'm for it if I do get answers for the right reason. Better management, better services,
It's costing us. There's one taxpayer. There's a taxpayer that pays your federal, your provincial, your municipal, your school board taxes. How much taxation can we endure? We're talking.
So, what is your vision for the PPG, and what role should it play in tourism development?
And we have to open the discussion and be very aggressively asking to open up the path towards Aylmer.
Cycling is one of the growing market in tourism. We have a great option. The problem we have, it's not connected to nowhere. It's a path of 90 kilometers. We need more pavement. We need more assets along the PPG.
Are there opportunities for us to deal with the folks in the snowmobile industry? Maybe, because there's not much cycling happening on the PPG during the winter.
I'm not afraid to look at a multi-use purpose for it.
And I will resolve it through asking each mayor to hold a town hall meeting in their own municipality to let the people of the Pontiac come out and say how they feel, yes or no.
Question from one of our readers. Some residents have complained that different geographic regions in the Pontiac don't receive the same amount of attention, time, and effort as others. Is this a real problem? How would you address it?
I guess there is that perception, but when you're looking at the different geographic regions, when you're looking at the size of the municipality, that's going to absolutely play very much into what can actually be done within that municipality.
And that's why I'm asking the 18 mayors to give me their 3 priorities so that we can put together a 4-year plan, and every year we will tackle some of those priorities.
So it's something that has to be looked at with those people that are living there to see what can be done to help them, and what type of help can we provide with
The challenges local municipalities have are humongous for one main reason, because Quebec City makes rules and we have to abide by them.
But at the end of the day, the mayors have a great weight with their council to respond to their municipalities. And if there's a central issue that needs to be dealt with in a common fashion, that's where they bring it, to the MRC.
And we'll be talking about communications infrastructure. So communications infrastructure is a hot button issue in the Pontiac, from unreliable landlines to spotty cell service and slow internet speeds. What will you do to improve communications infrastructure?
Use of internet, cell phone, and everything else is a high priority, especially if you want to attract business in the MRC Pontiac.
Will not feel the pressure to help the Pontiac more than they have to, obviously, because we are a small market.
We really need to start to focus our complaints. This is unacceptable. There are provisions that are there to protect us as consumers.
If we do receive some big funding from the CRTC, I would ask for a full public consultation in the Pontiac so we can find out where our missing service is.
When they get to a point that they think that it's going to be resolved, the person that is talking with them is changed. They have to start all over again.
With that, we'll be moving on to the 2-minute closing arguments.
I believe that restructuring of the MRC and in-depth analysis of the budget will save money, which could lower taxes.
We have to change. The MRC has to look within himself and see what is going on, and has to change.
Well, my English is not that good always, but I can tell you the role of the MRC is not only of bragging and criticizing and talking to mayors, because those mayors are the people that decide.
Vote for a vision of the future, and innovative vision as well. Work with us. Work on the variety of concern. Work on issues that will see the Pontiac move.
Not making promises that I will not be able to keep, but I can work very well with this community, and I want to unify.
That brings us to the end. I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank, again, Deb Stevens and Pontiac High School for the assistance tonight in putting on this event. A round of applause for our candidates. I think tonight was very insightful. I think they did a good performance. And when the moderator makes the most mistakes, that's when you know they were on fire. So thanks for coming out, everybody.